Tip Top 10s brings 10 terrifying final photos of people who died after taking a selfie. Number 10. Don't touch the wires. Teenagers who get killed while taking selfies often skipped a very important lesson in school. For Anna Ursu, a 18-year-old Romanian from IRC city, that lesson was on how trains work. The attempt to take the ultimate selfie turned into a tragedy as she accidentally touched a live wire on top of a train. 27,000 volts passing through your body are not exactly a pleasant experience to go through or even watch. The girl did not die because of the initial shock, but because of the burns that covered an important percentage of her body. We can only wonder why on earth a beautiful girl like her needs extra attention in social media. She probably had thousands of friends and each photo of her scored at least 100 likes. We will never answer this. Number 9. Selfie ruins the first date. Selfies are so popular today that it is impossible to imagine a teenager who does not take them, and it is still considered normal by his friends. If you add lovers in the equation, selfies are what make relationships stronger in the eyes of others. Everyone told James Nichols that his visit to South Africa to meet his online girlfriend was a bad idea. However, no one was able to guess what would happen. The freshly reunited couple tried to set up an elaborate photo when the 21-year-old girl fell from the cliffs. Chini Holloway was found dead by rescue teams and there was nothing to do but establish the case of death. It was a real premiere, as this was South Africa's first death by selfie. Number 8. Selfie turned reality. Russia hits again with another case of death by selfie. A 17-year-old teenager attempted the selfie of the millennium by tying himself to a rope and making it look as if he was falling from the top of the building. We do not know what went wrong in his calculation, but what happened was truly tragic and painful just to watch. The rope snapped, offering the young lad a free fall he did not expect. The most interesting bit of information is that the event is by no means isolated. A youth subculture called roofers is sending an increasing number of youngsters in jail for illegal access on rooftops and stunts like the one we talked about. Father Putin is certainly not proud of this. Number 7. High altitude selfie. Selfies are responsible for many road accidents happening around the world. What happens when the ones taking them are pilots? Unbelievably, everything learned in the flying academy in terms of safety is put behind when social media glory and narcissism are at the horizon. We will not lie to you. The above photo is fake, and it is impossible for pilots to open cockpit windows at high altitude. The speed of the plane and low pressure existing at high altitudes would quickly deplete the cabin reserves of air. Nevertheless, low altitude flights on private planes open a completely new window of opportunities. A man lost control of a Cessna 150 and crashed while trying to take the ultimate selfie. A GoPro was found near the wreckage, revealing how an obsession like this can kill innocent people. Number 6. Grenade Selfie. As you probably expected, Russia is coming strong from behind with cases of selfies turned deadly. One case stands from the rest because it happened in the military. 2 Russian soldiers stationed in the Ural Mountains decided a grenade is enough to spice up their selfie routine. We all know how grenades, even new ones, are unreliable, and it just happened for the device to explode after the selfie was taken. Number 5. Deadly Walrus. You probably love animals, but how far are you willing to go in order to take a selfie with your favorite creature? The answer was simple for a Chinese businessman. However, the outcome can haunt the mind of any animal enthusiast. The man ignored all safety instructions and entered the pool where a 1.5-ton female walrus was doing her daily routines. The man was dragged by the giant beast underwater, and even one zookeeper got involved in the incident. Everything was captured by surveillance cameras, and the video existed for a limited period on the internet. Number 4. Last selfie. What can be better than a son and a mother sharing the same selfie? Most teenagers hate their parents for interfering with their social media habits, and most of them would see this as a taboo. However peaceful it might seem, there is something shocking about this particular picture. The flight scheduled to land in Kuala Lumpur and make many dream holidays possible never reached its destination. MH17 was shot by a missile as it went past eastern Ukraine. This selfie was taken and uploaded just seconds before takeoff, and it helps to remind us of that tragic loss. Number 3. End of Europe Selfie. Cabo Daroca is the westernmost point of Europe, a nostalgic place to see the old continent meet the stormy waters of the Atlantic Ocean. One Polish couple was too obsessed with making their Facebook friends hate their lives and decided to push the envelope. The men and women fell hundreds of meters and died, and all of that was witnessed by their children. Those kids will probably form the small future minority that will ask for selfies to be made illegal. Number 2. Happy car accident. Courtney Stanford died on April 26, 2014 in North Carolina when her car veered across the center of the road and collided with ongoing traffic. The car hit a truck just before being sent outside the road and directly into a tree. Apparently, the woman was listening to Pharrell Williams' Happy song, and this distracted her beyond what is considered safe on public roads. Her selfie was so good the family decided to keep it for the funeral. Number 1. Bullfighting Selfie. A man was gored to death in the Spanish city of Pamplona. The 32-year-old David Lopez was foolish enough to leave the protected area and capture on film a feud between two bulls. Sick of running in vain, the animals sought revenge when they saw the man armed only with the latest iPhone in hands. We have reasons to believe the man died with a smile on his face. He had fulfilled a life's goal by taking one of the best selfies ever. Unfortunately, the footage was confiscated and kept as evidence by the police.